Chief Dr. Mrs. Nike Akande, who hails two national honors, Officer of the Order of the Niger, Commander of the Order of the Niger, is an accomplished accountant, foremost industrialist, business and management consultant, and Nigeria's first female Minister of Industry. Chief Dr. Mrs. Nike Akande's professional career, which had been in the private sector for close to 3 decades, has been very closely involved with government and industrial issues. A member of the NEPAD Business Group of Nigeria, a foundation member of the Nigerian Economic Summit Group, a member of the African Business Roundtable, Chief Mrs. Nike Akande is a member of the board of the Union Bank of Nigeria PLC, a director of PZ Cousins PLC, a foundation member of the Bank Directors Association of Nigeria, Chairman, Academy of Entrepreneurial Studies, and before her elevation to the most exalted position as the President of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the premier chamber of commerce in Nigeria, whose members control about 80% of the industrial wealth of Lagos State, which accounts for over 60% of the economic activities of Nigeria. Chief Dr. Mrs. Nike Akande had diligently served in many capacities in the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. She was the Deputy President, Vice President of the Chamber, Honorary Vice President, National Association of Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, NACIMA. A product of the University of North London, where she studied accountancy, and the Harvard Business School, Boston, United States, where she did her postgraduate program, in addition to other management development courses in the Oxford University, United Kingdom. Chief Dr. Mrs. Nike Akande, CON, ascended the mantle of leadership as the President of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, as the second woman to be privileged to serve in that capacity in Nigeria, with a very sound intellectual pedigree and rich history in economic and industrial development of Nigeria. Indeed, one of the major achievements of Dr. Mrs. Nike Akande during her tenure as Minister of Industry was the revamping of the Onigbolo Cement Company, a Nigerian Benin Republic joint venture, to its present position of profitability. Chief Dr. Mrs. Nike Akande also made a concerted push for the adoption and revitalization of industrial development centers, IDCs, across Nigeria to support and help the informal sector operators in Nigeria to boost industrial productivity in the country. As Minister of Industry, as far back as 1998, Chief Mrs. Nike Akande was instrumental to the signing of an investment promotion and protection agreement with Romania and Bulgaria, which Nigeria still benefits from till today. The point being made here is that the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry couldn't have had a more qualified person to be inducted as its president, especially in this period when the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry is expected to use its position as a catalyst of economic growth of Nigeria to put the nation back on a sound footing. Chief Dr. Mrs. Nike Akande, CON, is certainly the person the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry needs at this period, working in tandem with a team of very experienced men and women who also parade very impressive track record of achievements in their different areas of calling. The grand ballroom of the Eco Hotel and Suites in Victoria Island, Lagos, venue of the formal investiture of Chief Dr. Mrs. Nike Akande as the President of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, attracted the presence of highly placed dignitaries from the business, political, corporate, captains of industry, past and present public office holders, members of the diplomatic community, as well as friends of the celebrant from different walks of life. The wife of the President, Mrs. Aisha Buhari, who was slated to be the special guest of honor at the event, was represented by the former Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Princess Adejoke Orolekpe Adefulure, while Governor Akinwumi Ambode of Lagos State was represented by his deputy, Dr. Mrs. Idiat Oluranti Adebule. Past presidents of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, as well as the outgoing executives of the chamber, were at the event in their legion to witness the epoch-making ceremony. It was a day Nigerian women achievers from diverse spheres of life gave a very robust support to one of their own, who has continued to be a shining beacon of hope and inspiration to the womenfolk. The welcome remarks by the chairperson of the Investiture Committee, Princess Sarah Shosan OFR, who is the former Deputy Governor of Lagos State, set the tone for the commencement of the proceedings.
Today we are gathered to celebrate Chief Lcci Akande as the second female president of this chamber. This is after about 14 years ago. The last female president was in 2001. Today, women have occupied positions of chairman in banks that we had never experienced in this country. Women are taking their rightful positions in many places. All women in the room, let's celebrate ourselves by clapping.
In the address of the outgoing president of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Lcci Bello FCA, who has been in the saddle from 2013 to 2015, he gave a brief summary of the profile of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, which is governed by a council of 60 members. The council, which is the supreme policy-making organ of the chamber, is headed by a president who is assisted by 2 deputy presidents, 6 vice presidents, a treasurer, and a deputy treasurer. To be a member of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the corporate entity must be registered and incorporated to carry out business in Nigeria, and members of the LCCI will have access to business opportunities with 60% of the Lagos business community who are members of the chamber. The outgoing president, Lcci Bello FCA, praised the incoming president, Chief Mrs. Nike Akande's sterling contributions to the growth of the economic and industrial development of Nigeria. He said he was sure that Chief Mrs. Nike Akande's rich public and private sector background will benefit LCCI tremendously.
Of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, 2 days ago, we had our annual general meeting, during which we reviewed the challenges of the investment environment in the outgoing year, and highlighted our accomplishments as a major player in the Chamber of Commerce movement in Nigeria. We also elected new officers for the chamber, the outcome of which we are to celebrate this evening. This occasion is to formally install our new president, Chief Mrs. Nike Akande, and kickstart the new year. This investiture is unique in a number of ways. Chief Mrs. Nike Akande is the second female president of the LCCI in its 127 years history.
The expert group of the chamber and several other groups and individuals presented awards to Lcci Bello FCA for his impressive performance while in office. The event also featured awards to the new Honorary Life Vice President of the LCCI, engineering icon, in fact the first female president of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, Engineer Mrs. Joan Olatunbi Maduka. She was honored for her remarkable contributions to the chamber all these years. The highlight of the event was the formal investiture of Chief Mrs. Nike Akande as the president of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, through which she has become the second woman after Chief Mrs. Margaret Young, who served in that capacity between the years 1999 and 2001. As Mrs. J. Akin George, whose late husband was the past president of the LCCI between 1980 to 1993, remarked in her congratulatory message to Chief Mrs. Nike Akande, CON, it is hoped that she'll go ahead to become the first female president of Nigeria Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, NACIMA. Past president of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, joined the outgoing president, Lcci Bello, for the investiture of Chief Dr. Mrs. Nike Akande as the president, Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
In her acceptance speech, the new president of Lcci, Chief Dr. Mrs. Nike Akande, CON, who was accompanied to the podium by her husband, Sir Chief Baya Akande, she promised to bring her vast experience and background in economic and industrial sectors to bear in taking the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry to the next level. Chief Dr. Mrs. Nike Akande pledged to work in collaboration with the new executive members of the Lcci.
I pledge to rededicate myself to the service of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry and assure you of my commitment to ensure that the Chamber retains its foremost position as a leading private sector advocacy organization in Nigeria and the flagship of the Chamber of Commerce movement in the country. As I mount the saddle of leadership of the Chamber, effectiveness and positive impact on the quality of investment planning will be my watchword. And gentlemen, the private sector is pivotal to the transformation of the Nigerian economy, and indeed, any economy for that matter. We need the private sector to create wealth from which the government could generate revenue. We need the private sector to generate employment to address their huge and frightening unemployment, poverty, and insecurity in our society. We need a vibrant private sector to make Nigeria a respected country in the community of nations.
She also presented special awards to the immediate past president of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
Of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, in appreciation of your exemplary performance as president of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Congratulations.
In Governor Akinwumi Ambode's address, which was delivered by his representative, Dr. Idiat Oluranti Adebole, Lagos State Deputy Governor, he described Chief Dr. Mrs. Nike Akande as a thoroughbred professional. The governor promised to scale up the partnership of Lagos State with the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, while appealing to investors to take advantage of the opportunities provided by the Chamber to grow their businesses.
I am delighted to join you this evening at the annual general meeting of Lagos Chambers of Commerce and Industry. This event also marks the change of leadership in the Chamber. I commend the outgoing president of the Chamber, Lcci, for sustaining the reputation and leadership position of this foremost chamber of commerce. We are proud of the achievements of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry under your watch. I also congratulate the new president, Chief Dr. Mrs. Nike Akande, CON, on her emergence as the new president of the Chamber. We are confident that you will lift the Chamber to greater heights and bring your broad and unique experience in the Nigerian economy to bear in this role.
Wife of the president, Mrs. Aisha Buhari, whose address was delivered by her representative, Princess Adejoke Orelekpe Adefulure, she urged Chief Mrs. Nike Akande to justify the confidence reposed in her with a good performance that will make every woman proud. She promised to assist her office in whatever way possible.
This is therefore the time that chambers need a visionary leader in the mode of Dr. Onigeko Akande, and I am confident that your stellar quality of hard work, commitment, discipline, dedication, and sincerity of purpose will be brought to bear on this new role and will promote the realization of our vision for the advancement of the Nigerian economy.
In the goodwill messages that followed, all those who spoke extolled the virtues of professionalism and rich accomplishments of Chief Dr. Mrs. Nike Akande. They all promised to work in concert with her to lift the Lcci forward. Chief Dr. Mrs. Nike Akande was also given a special presentation by all the women. the ambassador of Finland to Nigeria, proposed the toast, while Mrs. Toki Mabugunje, a vice president of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, gave the vote of thanks. Biscuit Communications joined other well-meaning people and organizations like the Harvard Business School Alumni Association of Nigeria, members of the Institute of Directors IOD, the National Council members of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, the National Association of Nigerian Women in Business, Lagos Chapter, council members of the Nigeria British Chamber of Commerce, of which Dr. Mrs. Nike Akande is a member, to heartily congratulate her for a well-deserved investiture as the president of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We wish her a very successful and rewarding tenure in office.